Hello people, my name is Sam101 and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to allocate more RAM to Minecraft. Now, sometimes when you're running Minecraft, you'll get crashes saying Minecraft has run out of memory. This is simply because so much is happening in the game, it exceeds the amount of memory it's actually got allocated and therefore it's crashed. Pretty simple. Now this tutorial is going to solve those problems. It's going to allow you to allocate more memory to Minecraft and fix that for you. So the first thing you're going to need to do is make sure your Java is up to date and on the right operating system. So to check what operating system you are on, you just type in system into the search bar and it will be here under control panel. Now as you can see, I'm on Windows 7 and I'm on a 64-bit operating system. I cannot stress this enough. If you install the 32-bit Java on your 64-bit operating system, it's not going to work. If you've got a 32-bit operating system, you need to install the 32-bit Java. If you have a 64-bit operating system, you need to install the 64-bit Java. So as you can see, I would install Windows 7 64-bit Java. So once you've done that, the next thing you're going to need to know is how much RAM you've got in your system. So as you can see here, I've got 8 gigabytes, but that's not a true figure. So what you're going to need to follow up and do next is go to your calculator and actually times the amount of RAM you have by 1024. Now this actually gives you an exact representation of how much memory you've got in megabytes instead of gigabytes. That actually rounds it off. So instead of having 8 gigabytes, I have actually got 8.19 gigabytes of RAM. This is the same for everyone because 1 gigabyte of RAM is actually 1024 megabytes. So once you've recorded this figure, you're going to record the amount of RAM you want to allocate it. So if you want to allocate it about 4 gigs, you do 4 times 1024 to get 4096. Now once you've written down those numbers or remembered them somewhere, the next thing you're going to need to do is get your Minecraft shortcut and actually put it into a folder. For example, I'm going to call mine Minecraft and just put it in there, and that's just going to go off to the side for now. So the next step is to actually create a text document. It doesn't matter about the name for now, it will later on. So let me just show you how Minecraft runs when you don't have it. I'll log in here. Go to the single player, and here's one I prepared earlier. If we go to F3, it actually says we've got 490 megabytes of RAM allocated in the top right hand corner, if you can see that. Now it's 618. It's gonna bounce around basically because because it says we have a maximum allowance of 910 megabytes, but we've got a minimum allowance of 618. So now we quit. So if your Minecraft is running very intensively and you exceed that 900 megabytes of RAM, it's going to crash. And this is what you do to solve it. So now you go inside this text document and you'll start off by typing the word javaw, whatever you want to call it. This tells Java that it needs to be doing something. Now what you're going to do next is follow up by hitting spacebar and then putting dash xmx. Now xmx is actually the maximum heap memory that Java is being allocated. So then you'd put in the maximum amount that you want it to be allocated, which will usually be your full system's RAM. So for me, I'd write 8192, and this is a very key part. You put M. That means megabytes. So now Java is going to be allocated a very maximum of 8192 megabytes of RAM. We're going to follow up by pressing spacebar again, putting another dash, and this time typing in XMS. This means that Java is going to be constantly allocated this minimum amount. However, if it goes over, it will also increase above that amount, so it's not set to that amount. So in here we're going to type in the amount that you want to allocate it. In my case I want to allocate 4 gigs, so that's 4096 megabytes. Now we just do space and type in dash jar. Now this is to say you're going to have to be accessing a jar file, which is what Minecraft is at heart. Now the next step, you're going to have to start by typing quotation marks like that, the double ones, and it's going to be those. So we're going to follow up here by going to our computer and going down to the folder we actually made earlier. Now to grab the full address of this, you click on the top here and you simply copy and paste this full address down into here, and then finish it off with another set of quotation marks. Also, you're going to have to put in another backslash and type in MINECTRAFT.EXE. So to go through this fully, what we've got here is we're telling Java that it's going to need to do something. This is telling it that it's got a maximum memory of 8 gigabytes. This is telling it it's allowed a minimum memory of 4 gigabytes even. This is telling it it's going to be accessing a jar file. And this is going to be telling it exactly where to go to grab the file that it's going to have to allocate the RAM to. Now, we're going to go to save as. We're not going to go to save, we're going to go to save as. And here, we're going to go from text documents to all files. That's a key part. And now you're just going to call this whatever you want, Minecraft, but here's the key part. You have to type in .bat. This is a batch file. This is telling it that it's not a normal file, it's an executable file that's actually going to do something. So it's just popped up here, and now we press it. And as you can see there, it's got a little run script going. And as you can see, Minecraft pops up. Now if you exit this, it's actually going to exit. Okay, I'll take that back. I thought it exited Minecraft. It usually does. Anyway, as you can see, you can try closing it if you want, but I usually leave it open. Anyway, Minecraft starts perfectly normally now. You're going to want to keep your MINECTRAFT.EXE in the folder you've specified in this file. And if you ever move it, you're going to have to change this address in the file. So if we go back into single player now, and just maximize this, and hit F3, you can see we're now being allocated a minimum amount of memory of 3,925. Now it's not exact, but it's a heck of a lot more, and it's around the 4 gigabytes that we wanted to allocate it. And as you can see, it's being allocated maximum 7,281 megabytes. So there you go, that's how you allocate more RAM to Minecraft. I hope this has been helpful. I will put it down in text in the description if you can't understand me for some reason. I think I talk pretty clearly. Anyway, yeah. That's going to be it. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Sammy101, and if you enjoyed this and if it helped you, please be sure to check out my Minecraft Let's Plays and other gaming videos I do on this channel. Thanks, goodbye.